Good morning. Look at me in the mirror. This is the car. Okay, so it is Monday, May 4th, 2026. I am here at Route 19. Route 19's up there. This is Valley Brook Road. The infamous trailhead that I could hardly ever get to because I always get this last spot. That's what I want. But it was open today. So, Peters Township Sanitary Authority, Brush Run, Valley Brook Road. Right here, Valley Brook Road. Mile 30.4. Linwood Avenue is 1.4. So we're going to Linwood plus another half mile or so. And then when you get through the tunnel and go on the other side on that viaduct over there by the golf course, that's going to be a total of 2 miles one direction. Beautiful day. It's, like I said, Monday, May 5th, 2026. It's about 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Brush Run Creek. That's what that is. Boy, it stinks over here. Hi. A little bit of a nasty smell there with that sanitation place. Whoo-wee. That stunk. Whew. Alrighty then. Okay, so the last time I was here, let me calculate that real quick. I mean, let's think about it. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it was October 6th, 2025. Hi. Yeah, it was October 6th because I was on a roll there in early October. I was trying to get to as many places as possible because the weather was going to change. So it went like 3, 4, 5, and 6, 4 days in a row. Walked a lot of miles. And this was the last one of that at that time. So hi. Alright, so this is Valley Brook Road. There's this little bridge here. It's pretty cool though because they designed this in the same manner as those other viaducts bridges, you know, the bridges they put over on for the trail, that is. So it's got these 2 metal rails here. Got your fence down there. You got this upper fence when it crosses a road. Now you see that little place down there? People park there and you're not allowed to. The sign says no parking. But I know people go down there and park because they're cheaters. Cheaters. And this is the same design. See, look, they have the metal fence here, and it turns into the wood, and it's the same kind of deal. Two rows here, and a fence down below. I like this setup. This setup is used a lot. Yeah, this is a beautiful day. Now, this is very reminiscent. Here we go. Let's see this sign real quick. Valley Brook Road. Weight limit 5 tons. I should be able to make it. No, last year, almost 1 year ago, it was May 5th of 2025, I came here. Early in the morning, like today's, early. It's like, right now it's about 11 o'clock. That's early for me. I came here because I had dropped off my car, my Blazer at that time, for repair. I got this little playground thing here. That's new for this center here. That's a nice setup there. Wow, that's cute. I dropped off my Blazer. Got that first rental beast I had. Piece of shite. It was that Jeep Compass. And I drove down here and I took this first spot too. Really didn't matter with a rental car where I parked, but anyway. It was a very similar type of day. It was morning, it was cool, but nice. Alright, so here we are on the trail. This place looks pretty nice. See, they got that artificial turf all around it. That guy's going fast. You see, they gradually are building this place up, beefing it up. Now, over the winter, damn, I got something stuck in my throat. When I would come out this way, come on Valley Brook, you know, there were a car dealer had taken up all these spots down here. Car dealer packed this with brand new cars all the way down, and I thought that was going to be a permanent thing, but I guess that was just temporary because they're gone. They've been gone now for about a month. Boy, it is a little chilly out here. It's windy. I got shorts and a short sleeve shirt. And it was, like I said, it was about 66 degrees, 65 maybe. But that wind, whew, damn. I'm freezing. Yeah, those cars from a car dealer were all new cars, you know, parked all the way down here. This whole area was full. I had never seen that before. I've been coming here since 2023. Things have changed a lot. I mean, that Bennett Center wasn't even there, that park. Didn't even exist. And this place down here has been here for a long time. This tar place. Yeah, it's a little bit too chilly. Well, I was debating what to do. I mean, this week is going to be crappy again, starting Wednesday. It's going to be rainy and cold. So I figure Monday and Tuesday are the 2 days to get out. This past weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it was freezing out. Frost warnings in the morning. Really cold. So you can only grab like 2 days. You better grab it now. And eventually it's going to get to about 70. So it's already, 66 or so. It's an interesting place over there. All that stuff they have in there. So there you've got one of those railroad cars. All those signs on that place: Arco, Michelin, Mobile, Amico, Golf. Collecting all kind of stuff there. Always check these signs out. Montour mine number 4. Tar since 1976. There's that Bennett Center sign up there. Sunday, July 26th. Miles for Smiles. Oh shit, I forgot to turn. God damn it. I forgot to turn this walking thing on. Gosh dang it. I knew I forgot something. Closing a railroad, creating a trail. I probably have gone about a half a mile already. Figure. Oh, here comes a car. Here comes a bike. Damn. Yeah, that. Well, it's not a big deal. Lotus Bridge. There's part of that Lotus Bridge. So now it's going to screw up when I get up there. The totals are going to be screwed up. It's not like I don't know what's going on though. All right, here we go. That old rail marker to 32. And then it talks about it here, milepost 32, signal board, blah blah blah, whatever. We know all this stuff. There's that cool crane. It screws up the totals when you look at your activities, and your fitness stuff. It'll be missing a half a mile. There's mile marker 30 right there. Yeah, mile marker 30. So when you get up here, it's like when you're on the one side of the tunnel, I think it's 28 and a half. So that's 1.5. And there's a half that I already did, but I didn't register. Whatever. And some of this, like I said before, these junk vehicles have been sitting out here. It looks like, for decades. Look at this here. Ambulance. Last time I was here, the door was open on that thing. An old pickup truck right there. It's all busted out, the windows. Anything outside that fence, there's a fence here, a security thing. Anything outside the fence is all junk. And who knows who owns that. Now there's the fence, the security fence. They got a card key entry thing over there, straight ahead. But those cars aren't too much better either. Look how junky those look over there. Jeez, what a waste. Maybe someday this will all be cleared out and they'll use it for those new cars again. This is nice over here. Now this here looks new. This bark they put where these benches are, like this bark right here, it looks pretty new. That's pretty. Let's do our first alternate video. We got water dripping down. Route 19. Move this slow, because look how go too fast with that zoom or the panning. There's people up there. All right. There's me. There's that dump, you know, that parking stuff over here. Now here is that nice waterfall. All right, that was the first selfie of the day. All right. Hi. 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 So far, all these people have like a, you know, like sweaters or a sweatshirt or something and long pants. Here's me, shorts and a short sleeve shirt. Well, you know it's going to get warmer, so during the day. I can't wait till this weather stabilizes. We've had these ups and downs. Look at this junk over here. An oil tank thing on the back of that truck. Those trucks haven't been moved for years. And right next to it, you got some nice looking RVs. That's pretty nice. Trailers, RV trailers. There's a big one coming up. Could you imagine towing that big one, this big one coming up here, towing that around and parking it and everything? That'd be a real pain. Wonder how much it costs to store your vehicle down here. And I wonder how many people take their vehicles out of here. They just leave them there all year. That big one, boy, that's a huge trailer there. Momentum. That's a monster. I would never want to drive. I have to tow that around. Even a little one I wouldn't want to have to do. Now there's this one trailer that's been here for a while. Old Timer. There's a sign there. Old Timer, Colorado's Quality Tradition Meat Products. That's been there for a long time. Gee, some of these cars are buried like 3-4 deep. There's a Camaro right here in front of me, blocked in by another Pontiac, blocked in by a like a Tahoe or something, or a. Man, this is all junk. Look at all this stuff down here. That should be cleared out. It's ridiculous. Especially if you're paying for that. Just junk it. Hill Station Water Tank. I love seeing that sign. I'd really love to have seen the tank all those years. Ouch, my leg is. I think muscles are messed up. General Stores of Hill Station. Well, every time I turn like that, this hip area is giving me trouble. Now this set of fences is slightly different. You've got this wood here, right? These two rails and the fence down below. But then as it comes up on the bridge, it stays wooden. It doesn't switch over to a metal fence. So same structure, same concept. Now this Brush Run Creek. You look down inside there. Oh, there's a duck. There's a couple of ducks. Let's go ahead and get yeah, wow, big deal, ducks. There's a couple of ducks. Should be able to see fish down in there too. Brush Run Creek. Ooh. This is Valley Brook Road over here. The creek, Scenic Creek, is pretty cool. And so then they have the higher fence when you cross the road. Alright, so now we're going to get into the shady portion. There's Valley Brook Road sign. Something's crawling around over there. Yeah, I can remember last year when I came. It was almost a year ago, like I said, May 5th last year. And I was thinking about what kind of new car I was going to get after the Blazer, you know, after it got fixed. Hi. And I was rambling on these videos about all these different vehicles. I'm glad I got what I got. Eventually. This is pretty up here. And you get to a place up here, it's called Camp's Cut. You can see the sign coming up. So I think last year I was here twice. I parked at that. I'm pretty sure it was just twice. One was May 5th and one was October 6th. I don't think I parked at that trailhead more times last year, so and this is going slightly uphill. And here's that Camp's Cut sign. We've seen all this stuff many, many times. I like seeing when the trail has a bend in it, so we'll do an alternate video of that. Big truck down there. Interesting. Okay, let's get a drink of water while we're here. So I'm going to guess we've gone about a mile, and this should say half a mile, and it's 0.4. So it's really like 0.9. Well, I'm really messed up with this leg. I gotta stretch this a slight amount here. Okay. I hope my leg doesn't give out when I'm walking here. Jeez. I have a 2-mile walk and 2 miles back. That's a long one. There's this fence here knocked down. So one of those trucks going down there. Huh. That's a road you don't want to go on if you've got a nice vehicle. At Buckeye Street. I wish it was better. I'd take it and park up here at Linwood. Mile marker 29.5. This is an interesting part of the trail. It's got its own personality. That's nice up there. So they built a little bench to look, or set up a bench to look out. Up here is, that's pretty interesting up there. All those rocks came down. There's Buckeye Street down there. I hear a truck coming. It's okay. Coming. It's okay, we don't need to film that with that alternate camera. There's a little patch of trail that has low amount of crushed limestone. Up here, there's that flat section where there's a little place where you can have a picnic if you wanted to. And the trail was notoriously has low amount of crushed limestone. There's like mud tracks through it. This is where they need to beef up the crushed limestone. This whole section, because this whole thing is like dirt right here. Well, this is the one I always take I always get a picture of this when I come here. Let's do a little selfie. All right. Hi. What the heck is that anyway? I'm trying to see it. It's hard to see when you're looking at this. When you're doing a selfie, it's hard to see. It's right up in there. All right. I'm hearing like a woodpecker or something here. All right. See, right up at the top of that hill, I mean, way up there, there's that road, that hidden, I forget, what's this called? Hidden Valley or something? No, not hidden. I forgot what it's called right now. Hidden? That sounds like a woodpecker or something. But that road, that's definitely a woodpecker. That road goes all the way down, and then the Greer tunnel goes underneath it. Yeah, because when you go on this Linwood Drive, when it comes up, if you go up there, but you're not allowed to drive on that road, it goes up to that road up top there. I should probably do a quick see Buckeye Street, and that's called Hidden Valley. That's right, I was right. Hidden Valley Road. Oops, I turned that. It's called Hidden Valley Road. It's up the top of that hill up there. First time I ever went. Oh, there's a little squirrel. Is that guy singing? First time I ever came on this section right here was in March of 24. Alright, so there's that. You can see this real clear down here at Buckeye Street. Yeah, I remember when I had that zoom camera, that Panasonic zoom camera. Yeah, that was because trying to tell a story. November of 23, I was on the other side of the Greer Tunnel, parked up a Tandem bike shop and walked down to it, through it, into the bridge, through that. But I wasn't on this section right here until 2024 in spring, in March. It was one of my first walks of the season. We had some nice weather, real early March of 24. So I had come on this the first time. And at that time I parked way up there at Maplewood. So it was really much further than it is today. And I was dragging by the time I got back. I could hardly even deal with it. I was just like, just get me through it. This section, I really like this section right here. It's just such a pretty shot looking straight ahead and even looking back. Well, let's look straight ahead here. Nice straight shot. And I think that was the day I saw those deer. And right up in through here is where the you'll see like mud. Right, that's not today, but I mean you'll see mud normally here when it gets wet. You can see the runoff. Let's get a lot of runoff here. Here's where I saw those deer. They came through here and walked right in front of me here and here. There's a bench and a nice little place to have a picnic. Although every time I've come here, I never saw anybody having a picnic. Boy, it kind of smells funny here. We'll be coming up on Linwood Avenue pretty soon. Yeah, Linwood is pretty unique in that it has two of those plaques up here, Linwood East and Linwood West. Hi. And there's that dumping ground I saw before. Bunch of rocks up there. Here comes that Linwood Avenue sign. Geez, every time I stop, that's when this leg hurts more. Guess I gotta keep moving. Alright, so you got Linwood Avenue East sign. And up ahead you'll see a Linwood Avenue West. This is a trailhead. You never see too many people here. I've seen a few cars parked here in my 2 years. Alright, so remember back there, the sign said Linwood Avenue 1.4. So I'm at 1 because I have to add. So I guess it's like adding 0.4. I thought about adding 0.5, but it's adding 0.4. The missing 0.4. This stuff used to look nicer. When I first saw this, it looked nicer, this little place right here. Let me drink water. Take a couple of welcome. Now I'm zooming in on here. Wait a minute, I zoomed too high there. Almost looks real. There's that little one right there. There's that dog right there. All right. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, so you got that. Yeah, see mile marker 29. And then when you get through the tunnel, on the other side of the tunnel, I think it's mile marker 28.5. So yeah, like I said, the total we're going today is 2 miles in one direction. And a total of 4. Linwood Avenue. There's Linwood Avenue West sign. Oh, there's a house up there. Geez, that's a pretty nice house. What does it mean to live on Earth? I get picture of this every time I come here. What does it mean to live on Earth? That paint's kind of faded now. Alright. Now this is a pretty scenic section right up here. There's this railroad track mile 31 marker. Like, oh, this seems so far away from everything, but you look up there, there's a house right up there. So it's really not that far. Little pathway up there. You could go up there and look out over there's railroad tracks down there. That's an interesting little ledge. I hear something crawling. Now we're getting close to that bridge. This is very scenic right here. I just thought I saw something. Animals blend in really well with that rock and trees and stuff. Hi. See her coming up here, and it's like, you know, just casually walking here, a cool trail, and all of a sudden, there's a bridge. I can see it now. That's that same dude. He's flying. Now, right when I want to look at this and take some pictures, there's people walking through. It always happens. Let's take a little break up here. Now let's just keep going. Those folks are turning around and going back. So they'll be on my video if I keep walking straight ahead. I don't want people on my video that way. Alright, so as people stop, there comes that Hidden Valley Road is up there, and that goes back to where we came from. And this up here, let's turn this on. Too many people here. I'll get a picture later. Hi. Take a little break right here. So you can see that country club, Valley Brook Country Club up here. Kind of hard to make it out through the trees, but there's the building. All right, let's do this now. All right, so there's here, it's an old, oh, it's a bird. All right, so this is it. This is a wonderful bridge, the Through Truss Bridge. This is the old railroad bridge. It's beautiful. I love it. I always get this kind of a picture when I come here. I love this place. This never gets old. Now there's a alright, so now we're in the bridge. We're on the bridge. And look up straight up above us. There we are again. See up there? Now down there, here's the train tracks underneath this. You can see it better if you look over here. Great. Dismiss. Oh, that's stupid. This thing's wanting to end my workout. Resume. I hate that. When you resume it, it changes the screen on here, so you can't really make out what it is. Now, if you look on here, we got this. So 1.4 miles so far, which we know we have to add like at least 0.4 to it. Here's that railroad line through here, the tunnel underneath. And I'm taking so many pictures, it's going to be really hard to edit this. It's hard to get this through this mesh. I've done this so many times, but I still like it. Huh. So here we are at the Greer Tunnel. I hear a truck up on that hill up there at Hidden Valley Road. So Hidden Valley Road comes down and goes over top of this tunnel down to the Valley Brook Country Club golf course. Country Club and golf course. Greer Tunnel. see it on one side. You don't see the daylight through the other side. I mean, it looks cool. You get that kind of reflective thing off of the metal, that new metal liner. 1922, 2023. There's that Hidden Valley Road up there. It's cold right here. This looks so cool. And when you look out, I can't help myself. I gotta take more pictures. When you look through that and you see that viaduct on the other side, and right here, boy, it is really cold. Cold, I mean. There's that new metal liner. Here's the old liner, the old concrete liner. There's the new metal liner. It's in like 2/3 of the tunnel, and the rest of it is. Oh, there's a bird in here. He got scared. In there, what the hell is going on, man? Get me out. Hi. Some kind of graffiti on the wall there. Looks like that metal liner, the sealant they have up there, is coming down a little bit. Right up there. So they got that black sealer going around. And right up there, it's coming down. Coming off. Let's get out of here. It's too cold in this tunnel. There's mile marker 28.5. There's this little plant. Let's go over here. I never come over here. I don't think I've ever gone on this little pathway. Usually it's too overgrown with brush, like in the summertime. Alright, so there's a little bench. There's 2 more benches. Okay, so you get to see the side of that viaduct. Wow, that's pretty cool. I've never seen this before. I didn't come down here on this little... Let's see. Alright, so there's the tunnels up there. There's this little booth, this little hut. Hidden Valley Road's up on top of that tunnel. And there's the viaduct. So you can see how long that is, how high that metal goes all the way down. Cool. Let's get back up on the trail. I mean, I always see people down here waiting and resting, but I never took that little path. Mile marker 28.5. There's Greer Tunnel and Bridges. You always see that sign. 2008 they opened that for the trail. Chartiers Creek. Hi. Yeah, this is nice. There's nobody on that golf course. Oh, there's a couple people over there, I think. Alright, so over here we see that other bridge, that other rail line that went through that tunnel underneath over there. Came out the other side. That's that. You hear somebody cutting grass over there. I've gone through there. We'll make sure we don't drop this phone. There's the water. We're not going to do that too much. Don't want to drop the phone. There's me. There's that. You want to go over here. Take a look at. Well, I don't want to do that. I get dizzy doing that. All right, now hold on to that. There we go. There's water. There's the golf course. And there's the other part of the viaduct. Golf course. And then the tunnel. Yeah, I'm messing up these pictures today. There's that golf course. There's a flag. What's going on with this zooming? Damn, I had that set up wrong. That zooming was only going to like 2 or 3 times. There's 24 times zoom. There's the water. All right. This is interesting. I don't think I ever saw this before. There's this red marking down here. What's this all about? All right. We are on the viaduct. There's the Greer Tunnel. You see this red paint they put a little. It's not a diamond shape, but it's a. I don't know what that's all about. It is kind of a diamond shape. look at that straight ahead. Zoom, zoom. Alright. We can hang out here all day. I don't think I see anybody at all on that golf course. Man, this is beautiful. Oh, there's a train. Holy shit. Get that on film. Get that on film. Damn. Damn, that was crazy. I just missed being over top of it over there. I never saw a train on that track. I always thought that it was it was still a used track, still open for. That must be for short-term kind of stuff, short little transports. That was a tiny little train. I was like, where is that coming out of there? Is there a truck down there? No, it's a train. He's going real slow, too. Hey, whistle time. Chartiers Creek. Hear it? Hi-yo. He's blowing his horn. Yeah, because down there's that one road, and this crosses over. The train crosses over tracks, Cecil Township, entering Peters Township. Alright, so, well, that was a first. You can see that golf course pretty good there. Yeah, like when you're down that direction, you're down there to the Tandem Bike Shop. You go up that Georgetown Road, and Georgetown curves over and goes in that direction. And the other road, Hahn, I think is it called Hahn Road? It goes down in that valley, and it comes up, there's a thing that comes up the other side, and that's where, wow, interesting. Hi. Where's that train? I wonder if he's coming back. It sounds like he's coming back. It sounds like it's coming back in this direction. I'm trying to hurry up. So you can make it back to the other side of the tunnel down by the that Greer Bridge down there and have the train go underneath you. Wouldn't that be cool? If he was, I would never make it back in time. He was coming to me. Whatever. That was interesting. That would have been so cool to see that train. It goes underneath that bridge, and it goes in that other tunnel that's underneath everything. It looks like a haunted thing. That lady told me it was a haunted tunnel. Mile marker 28.5. Well, we got 2 miles to go to get back. Let's start heading back. Here we are inside the tunnel, and you wonder if they're going to put... See, I don't know, was this here before? Let's take a look at this one more time. We know that we're seeing this metal work, which wasn't here originally. When I first came here, I checked my old videos. This metal stuff up here, okay, that was put in, would have been in 2024. Let's see, there's these pieces right there and right here. No, never mind. What is that right there? Those are reflectors. It would be really interesting if that train came back. This is starting to show its age already. Wow, that does look kind of weird. Alright, see that up there? It's just all dirt coming through, all through this. And then this is real battered looking right here. Weather beaten already. And then all those bolts up here look like some of those blades are turned. This is only a couple of years old. It's looking like it's, you know, it's getting beat. Wow. What the weather can do to you, or to it. Yeah, like right here, this is like, I guess it gets slammed with all the... Oh, I hear that train again. I'm going to stay down here, just in case that's coming back. I hear that horn, but it, it sounds far away. But you would wonder, like, if it's going in that direction, and I heard it real loud, like, why am I still hearing that? Unless it's coming back. That would be great. Now that's a car up on top of that. That was a car up on top. What are the chances of seeing another one? I mean, I've been coming here for 2.5, 3 years, and I never saw a train there. I saw it on a video once, on a YouTube video. Somebody captured one. So the train would have been right underneath, right under here. That would have been great. Oh, we missed it though. You see that train track straight ahead there. Hang around. How long would you have to wait for another train? If it's like a short time thing, you know, just going from one little location to another with just a few cars on it, there would be a chance of another one coming back through. No, we're not going to wait. Alright. We're not going to find another train today here. Watch, I'll get down here and I'll hear a whistle blow. Take one last look at this. You figure how old this is. I mean, it's got to be, that tunnel had a sign 1922. You figure this has been here at least since 1922, this bridge. And it's still there. It's still hanging on. Wow. Excellent. Just hanging around here thinking I'll see a train again. But I doubt it. Alright, let's keep going. Got a long way back. It's like from here it's about 1.9 miles back. I'm hearing something again. Okay, that's a truck. That's a truck over there at the golf course. Is that a truck going through there? Or is that train? Let's go back and look at that. Alright, that's a truck up on top of that hill. Yeah, that's a truck. You hate to leave, you know, in case it comes again, but it gets to go. What time is it anyway? $12:22. I wish I could have seen it up close. You hearing that train whistle again? Hi. I have a fascination with these trains. Thing is, you don't see that many trains anymore. Well, you still see a lot if you go down along the rivers, like Ohio River. On either side, you'll see a lot. I mean, not in a country like this, you don't see anything out here. You rarely see them. I wish there was a way to switch back to that other screen. Oh, here it is. Okay. I guess you had to scroll through. Okay. I don't know how this thing works. All right. See, that says 2 miles. Well, we know we got to add like 0.4 or 0.5 to it. Well, that was an interesting thing. Seeing that train. It's always something different. Yeah, I'm getting tired now. I'm hearing that train whistle again. But if I went back there to see if I could find that train, I'm just adding way more effort to this than I need to. Because I've got at least 1.5 miles to get back. Now we're coming up on Linwood Avenue pretty soon. And that's like, I'm hearing, oh, here comes somebody on one of these bikes. Hi. Cool. You figure you got 1.4 left after that, so we got like 1.5 roughly. See, the thing is, you do this for a couple days in a row, you end up taking a week off because of the weather. Last week I couldn't do anything except last Monday I went, and then I didn't do anything on the trail ever since till today. It's like 1 week you waste. You go indoor mall walking, but that's not the same. Alright, there's mile marker 29. Valley Brook 1.4. Yeah, see mile marker 29. 28 and a half was on the other side of the tunnel. So it's a half a mile from here to there. We went further than that. And then you figure a little further on that viaduct. So we went a total of 2 miles in one direction. And here's that private road, Pasquini and Violi only. Linwood Avenue, not a public road, not a public access. So you have to come up from down there on that Buckeye Street, which is all this crazy dirt stuff. And then you could come up here and park. That's why you hardly ever see anybody parking up here. Although I did see a nice vehicle here one time. There's that road that goes up there. Yeah, I don't get that. They should make that access, public access. Why not? I never would want to come up that Buckeye Street. Yeah, this nice wide open trailhead. They should change that. They should do something about it. Make it publicly accessible from up there, and then pave all that, and then pave this. All that work going on down there. See if you can see anything. So you got all this fence right here. So maybe sometimes they block this off. What is this fence for anyway? Blocking the entrance off here? Whatever, there's that road down there. Alright, so that road goes from there, comes down here. And that Buckeye Street is over there. And, you know, that might be where that train track is. Right down there. Maybe that train hauled stuff just from here to somewhere else. Trip or something. Well, we're not going to hang out here too long. All kind of stuff going on down there. Hi. That's a big deal down there. All kind of rocks and dirt and stuff. All kind of dump trucks. I guess that's a place where they have they sell all that different kind of landfill and road fill. Well, I got some giant earth movers and everything over there. That's a big deal. This is a nice part of the trail. Look straight ahead. I like it. Hi. There's a truck going on down here. Big truck. Hi. It's like a place I was at last Monday. I was down at the PRT station. I went down along Brownsville Road, and there was that one land place down there, that dirt rocks place. Here's where I saw those deer that time, 2 years ago. This looks like a place for a picnic. Although I've never seen anybody have a picnic here. What's this sign say? Memory of Frank. Right. Hi. See all the dust on here, right here. That's all coming from that road down there. What's this? Phone call. Hello? What the hell? What the hell was that? See all the dust? Boy, this is... Those trucks go on that road down there and they stir up all that dust and it comes up here. Yeah, see, there's a low amount of, or no amount of crushed limestone on this. Good thing it isn't damp and muddy. Yeah, this is kind of dirty here. Huh. Huh. You can see some like rock or something protruding through that trail, probably where they had the railroad ties put in. Part of the rail line. You can still see that coming through. Like here's one right here, this one right there. Actually, let's get a picture of that. See right there, there's a bunch of these in the middle of the trail. Remnants of the old train line, the old rail line. There's another truck coming up that road. I think that road's pretty narrow too. Hi. Hi. Whenever I've driven past that road and I look up the road, I see it's really narrow. You see those giant trucks coming through there. You can only fit like one vehicle at a time. It's not something you'd want to take a nice car on, that's for sure. Here comes another one. This is really nice. It's spooky right here. It's blowing up all that dust from that road, coming right up in here. Whew. Diesel too. So let's see, 2.6, 8.4. I still got about a mile to go. Those mall walks don't do anything compared to this. I mean, this is even pretty flat. I mean, but just walking outdoors on a slightly uneven pavement, and that, you know, not totally flat, really gives a good workout compared to the mall walking. I can see a mile marker, and I can see that Camp's Cut sign. Once we hit Valley Brook, it'll be clear sailing. It's only been about 3 weeks, maybe a little less than 3 weeks, that I changed my diet. And I've noticed I lost, I'd say, damn, some water. I lost at least 7 pounds, maybe more. 29.5 mile marker. Hi. Camp's Cut. Quite a few people on this trail today for a Monday. Monday morning and early afternoon. This section right here is nice. It kind of reminds me of when you're on, coming down from Peterswood Park down to, down along Churchill Road, and you didn't get to the viaduct yet. It kind of reminds me of that. It's nuts. See that little piece of dirt right there? That reminds me of some other dirt I've seen once. And we're coming on Valley Brook. The first Valley Brook crossing. Here come some cars. Valley Brook. That's a busy road. Hi. Look at that water down there. That's cool. That's Brush Run Creek. This has got to be one of the best national parks in the whole country. Or say better than a national park. A national park that goes around the city of Pittsburgh in the hills and valleys. Actually, valleys. It's only valleys. You know, because of the trains. If someone's paying to store these old junk vehicles here, they're nuts. Okay? It's ridiculous. I can't see that's being paid for. These vehicles haven't been moved for probably a decade, at least. It's a new sign. Individuals with disabilities use this section of the trail. That's from that Bennett Center up here. So look at this stuff right here. This is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 junkers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 junkers in front of it. My leg is going to be hurting tonight because it's sore now. Okay, so 3.0, add 0.4, I've got 0.6 to go. So the week before I walked Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, not last week, but the week before, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then I had 2 days off because the weather sucked. Did walk in the mall once, though, on a Sunday. And then Monday, I went out last Monday on a trail. And ever since, I only walked in a mall a couple of times. No trail. You gotta consistently do it every day in order to build up that stamina, because I'm really sore all over right now. I wonder what it costs to put your vehicle here. Well, my body cam just shut down because it probably ran out of battery. So, we're on our own. Valley Brook over there. All this stuff. My body cam shut off because of the battery. So we're going to occasionally pop up this alternate video. We're still on our way back. Got about a half a mile to go to get to the car, roughly. Maybe about 24. Alright, we don't want to do this too long. There's mile marker 30 right there. Alright, so here's that place right here. This is all new. This section right here, that little glass enclosed place, the little greenhouse, and then all this stuff over here, that's all new. This little playground type place. You know, all those bikes right over there. Cool. Yeah, this is all new. This whole section right here. So we're on that Valley Brook, over top of the Valley Brook Road again. It's the final stretch. Only got like 0.2 miles to go or less. There's that Brush Run Creek. There's these cheaters down here parking in a place you're not allowed to park. The sign says no parking. It's an unofficial parking. It's not a trailhead. Valley Brook Road. Valley Brook Road. Alright, so we're almost back. There's a car down there. Nice trees right there. Valley Brook Road. Boy, it really stinks right here. There's that sanitation place. Whoo-wee. Yeah. Breathe that in. So there's that Brush Run Creek. See all those rocks down inside there. Nice little bridge. That's Valley Brook Road. There's the water. There's that power or treatment plant. Alright, so we're back in the car. There's the car. There's Valley Brook Road. There's where we just were. There's that sign. Yeah. And we're going to be signing off right now. Bye-bye.